Wait.
Wait!
Yeah, I said it like 3 times.
What?
Should there be music or no?
Oh, no, not yet.
Okay, just making sure.
I'll fix it now.
Like, randomly stop working like it did like.
No,
2
you're good.
episodes
Hi, everybody. We're live. Pardon the electronic,
Music.
I don't know. Well, there's that. I could put on techno. Anyways, yeah, we're just getting started with Tales of Tairiku, episode 17. We've done this almost 20 times. A little discussion about schedule. Next week will be the last episode that we do for a 3-week break. I am taking a little bit of time off of D&D stuff in general because I need some time to recuperate. And after that, my goal is, assuming all of my players are okay with this, is to start streaming every other week as opposed to every week, just because I'm doing a lot. I've started up a new private game that I'm working on where I'm learning a new system and just need a little bit more breathing room because I'm already busy every day. So while I'm learning that new system and figuring all that out and, just living and surviving in this hellscape we call the United States, we'll be doing that for the time being. But other than that, I don't have any announcements, so the whole month of May, basically the first big chunk of May, after next week, will be no stream, no schedule coming up, and then after that it should be about every other week that we'll be on, at least for the foreseeable future. If my schedule lightens up and it works out for everybody else, we may pick back up to going every week again as often as we can. But it has been a lot, and it's been a lot of fun, but I need to shuffle my shit around so that I can actually, have a life outside of D&D, which, to everybody who knows me, that's not actually a thing for me, but I get to pretend. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Ooh, loud.
Congrats.
I was just turning the music down a little bit. All right, everybody can hear that?
Tairiku music hit different.
It hit different.
Yeah.
Different. Different. I love it.
That Tairiku music's a banger.
It is indeed.
I've been in-
All right. Well, I guess hopping back into it. Last time on D&D, our party of adventurers here had made their way to the River of Clouds, where the Mistwalker's castle was located. Yukio, who has made his affiliation known to the party at this point, a member of the Mistwalkers, has found that his castle seems to have been overtaken, and his allies consumed by some sort of fell magic, some sort of terrible enchantment that has caused him to have to fight them. He and his companions have felt this very powerful draw to the castle. And after some prepping and planning and learning that a Kurura named Arisue has overtaken the Triads, slain the elders of the Mistwalkers, and brought pretty much every Mistwalker to bend the knee. Has enshrouded all of their minds in a powerful enchantment and is using them as his own agents. A lot of you chose to rest until nightfall to prepare yourselves for the oncoming battle, and then went to sneak into the castle itself. You did fairly well. You got up to the castle and were sneaking through, but you didn't get quite to the main central building before being spotted. So you moved as quickly as you could and strode in the front doors, Yukio leading the charge, to find that Arisue, the new current head of the Mistwalkers, was there waiting for you alongside Mizutani Chiyo, a powerful female Kurura wielding a large blackened glaive, and Kato Yoteshi, a sort of inscrutable, tall, older human female with long kind of salt and pepper hair braided, a shawl of sorts, and a blade at her waist. There was some conversation back and forth in which Yukio was told to either submit to Arisue or hand over Natsuki, his sword. All the while, we had Lee trying to sneak around the outside and find his way into the building in an undetected manner. This conversation came to a head, and Lee decided to jump forth and kick off combat. And that is where we left off. I had everybody roll their initiative, I believe, so let me make sure that all of our initiatives are in fact correct.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I didn't roll initiative.
You did. You rolled incredibly poorly.
Ah,
Yeah.
who rolled for me?
That would be me.
I wanna hate you. Oh, okay. I hate you.
No, you're okay to hate me.
If you want to say it's me, will that make you feel better?
Yeah. Thankfully, you
don't
did not
need
expend
reason
any
for that.
resources, so you should be full up.
James, why are you so mean to me?
I'm meaner to lesser.
All right.
Why would you be mean to me?
So, combat has begun, ladies and gentlemen. So let me get this going.
Cameron's not mean to me.
All right, and Lee, if you don't, were you still wanting to run Cirrus for us?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Well, then it is Cirrus's turn. So Lee, go ahead. Thank you,
All
Jordan.
right. Yeah, no problem. I can't move the token. But...
Oh, again. Damn it! Let me... Hold on. Permiso. Not
Why don't
represent...
Why don't you ever ask me if I want to run or move his character? I want to feel useful in combat.
I mean, you're welcome to. You were just gone last time, so...
I don't want to.
Really feel useful
Alright.
in combat.
You should be able
I
to
was
move it
about to
now.
say, he probably doesn't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay.
Cool.
Because Cirrus has insane movement, she can get to there.
Alright, so I will say, as combat begins and you see everybody go to move, those of you with a fairly high passive perception, which would be Lee, probably decently Cirrus, and May, as well as you, Ark. All of you notice there's a strange shimmer in the air. Not like something has just happened, but as you kind of turn your heads and look, the light hits everything in just a way that you notice these little tiny streaks of reflection, almost imperceptible all across the room. Lee, I would like Cirrus to make an acrobatics check.
Y'all.
The Icaroni had a fuck.
Uh, 11.
11, alright. Unfortunately, that is not good enough. As she begins dashing forward, you see her moving, and then you see these strange reflective streaks press across her, and she yelps in pain as you see razor-thin wires slicing into her from all across the room. As she tries to duck and twist out of the way, unfortunately, she just keeps bouncing from one razor-sharp wire to the next, and will take...
We've got Swiss Cirrus.
let me just roll it this way. "21 points of slashing damage as she's trying to, and you see these little bloody streaks appear in this just kind of semi-crimson path as she tries to make her way through moving. Yukio, seeing this, and you all can see this fairly clearly, you immediately recognize this as one of the techniques of a fellow Triad member. This would be Kato Yoteshi's signature ability. She is able to create a maze of razor wire, near invisible to the mortal eye.
Yike.
And you all, while moving through these, will have to make acrobatics checks in order to avoid the damage. Or you will take 1d4 points of damage for every 5 feet you move.
Was
Ooh.
this magical in nature? Yeah. Like for rules.
Yes, it is a form of magic.
Okay.
Magic to set up, but the wires themselves are mundane.
Okay.
Weird.
I guess I don't know if you want to answer this, but would I be able to see them what you're seeing? Is that something?
No, because they are physically mundane. You can see them, and as you look around, as the light kind of shifts, you see them shimmering through the air. It's going to require an acrobatics check to avoid them, as there's just this this web of them that's all around you guys.
Is it around the entire chamber or just this square in the middle?
I will actually draw it for you. It seems to be about like so.
That's big.
Yes.
Does Cirrus still have action economy?
Yes, Cirrus does still have all of her action economy. She just took damage from moving, unfortunately.
Okay. So she's gonna make some attacks with the Staff of Striking. Nice. 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
And then a 13 to hit.
13 to hit. 13 does not hit. Go ahead and roll damage for the first attack.
Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, never mind. 3+6, so 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning damage. All right. As she is hit, there is a faint puff of smoke as she sees this coming, and you see her just pull out a small paper seal, and it ignites and just disappears, and then she disappears in a flash of smoke, leaving a small chunk of wood behind.
Substitution.
Mm-hmm. And disappears from your perspective.
Okay. Cirrus is going to, I suppose, attempt an unarmed strike in the space that they were.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just roll an attack with disadvantage.
Sure.
Usually. Okay.
Sorry, I had a very big burrito for dinner.
I had a very big burrito for breakfast.
I wanted burritos, but Chipotle was closed.
What'd you get for the attack?
12.
12?
It was a 12.
Yeah, unfortunately, just air as she swings.
That's her turn.
Alright. Let me read this feature really quick. Until the start. Okay. You see her appear in this back corner. Sorry, if I can. As she appears, and then we'll move. Up to about here, and then I believe, yeah, 30 feet.
Oh, stop.
Hee.
That's me.
Weren't there like walls in the way?
They are,
Like paper walls?
They're suggested walls.
yeah, they're not, they're like, for the purpose of this, I will show you. They are sliding walls, so they're like sliding doors. So like this 5-foot section, this 5-foot section, this 5-foot this 5-foot section, and this 5-foot section are open. So they slide
Okay.
towards the exteriors. They're all sliding paper doors.
I
And
did-
they are, unfortunately, this map does not show it, but they are open, and I will mark.
Let's see. I thought they were all closed.
Nope, you are fine. I should have. So they are open here, here, here. And you would have positioned yourself in front of not an open door, of course. So I will. I will shift you ever so slightly, if that is all right. Putting you there. You would have put yourself not in front of an open door. All right, and then she is going to turn, and you see she pulls up in her hand. There are like 3 long senbon nails, and she is going to attempt to throw them at you. May.
Oh. Ooh.
So, first 2 are. Well, first one's not great. A 15.
15 is not.
All right. The second one is a much higher than that, a 23.
Sure does.
And then the third one is a 15 as well. So only one of them hits you. As you raise your shield, you catch 2 of them, but the third one flies and just catches you kind of right on the shoulder there because you weren't able to get your arm up fast enough. You will take.
Hold on.
It's 12 points of damage.
Do I hear incoming?
You take 12 points of damage, piercing damage.
I thought there was about to be an and, so okay.
Well, I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything.
I'm tidy.
Yeah. And that's, I think, all of her movement. Yeah, that's all she can do at the moment. She's not crazy quick. But that'll be her turn. Now, it is Arisue's turn. Arisue is going to... you see him draw up the long talon-like hand claws that he has on one of his arms, and you see this dark purple start crackling from it, and he just points and twists his hand, and he's going to cast Chain Lightning.
Oh, ow.
Yes.
That's what we say is bad.
Yeah, not a fan of that one.
3 bolts leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets, each of which must be within 30 feet. So, he is going to target, of course, Yukio.
Yep.
Of course.
I knew
And-
it was coming. I figured it would be something directed at me.
Yeah.
So.
And the 3 other targets are going to be May, Zavis, and you, Ark.
Ah, fuck you. I was like, if I stay here quiet enough, electricity will avoid me.
Right?
I'm resistant to bullshit.
Is this a magical or a spell effect?
It is a magic effect, yes. So you
Okay, I
have
have
advantage on your saving throw. Alright, so
What kind of save?
you all need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright. If you are close to me, which includes Arc, please add +5 to your save. I rolled a nat 20.
Hey, nice. I rolled a 19.
Did she roll well enough for all of us to pass?
So I imagine
No.
I'm gonna roll better than that with advantage. Okay, so that is a 26.
Okay.
I got a 22 total.
What if
Yeah.
and hear me out, what if it was a nat 1?
Then you're in trouble.
Then you in trouble like I am.
I
Then,
might be in trouble.
yeah.
Don't worry, it's just your healers.
So I believe the math on that is 10d8. So we're gonna
Alright.
do that, and then
Wait, did you roll a nat 1, Mandy?
No, I got an 8 total.
an 8
Oh.
total.
Oh,
So
I
we're
didn't
gonna
know
just
I
do.
had it.
honey, no.
So 10d8. May and the architect. No,
Ha!
whoops.
We don't take any damage because you missed.
Roll 10d8. All right. So you both take 47 points of damage. The other two take 23.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but since this was a save and I did critically fail, do I take extra?
Nope, no extra damage.
Okay, you said 23,
23, yes, 23 is what you would take.
including.
All right.
All right.
I'm not even gonna bother clicking down that many times. I'm just gonna type it in.
Solid. All right. That will be. I believe that's pretty much his turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I do.
Quick question. We took because I didn't mark it on my sheet.
You were all long
We took
rested, yeah.
We had a rest? Okay.
Yeah, you were all long rested, and I don't think. I think the
Uh,
only person who spent any resources up to that point was what, May?
Hero feast.
It was me.
Yeah, Hero's Feast, and then I believe Lee,
Yeah.
did you use your Pass Without Trace stuff?
Twice, I believe.
So you spent some key points.
Half.
All right.
Here.
Zavis, it is now your turn.
Alrighty, boyos. I am going to move myself right up here. That's 30 feet. That's the end of my movement.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh yeah, shit. You're right.
To get the spicy slicey.
I'm probably gonna get sliced. It's fine. Acrobatics. Not very good. Where's my d20? Where'd you go, baby?
I imagine Zavish just like barreling through the like.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Wire.
why I have armor. Wow, that was a 10.
Total?
Yeah,
All right. Then you will take.
fine.
No damage, you passed.
You'll take 15 points of slashing damage.
It's
As you
fine.
keep getting caught on these wires, you see them, but then you move out of the way of one, and you feel another one cut into the side of your head, and you're just like, son of a bitch! As you're shoving your way through, trying to use your shield and your sword to clear it.
So I did not mean to draw that. I meant to do the other thing, so you know.
Yeah.
Get this guy.
Get
Well,
this
fucking
away.
up.
Like a shepherd's crook, like you're about to
I know, I was just trying to,
cartoon style.
yeah. A 30-foot cone would just miss one of these guys, wouldn't it? Or would it get all of them?
A 30-foot cone could hit 2 of them, but not all of them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and channel Divinity then, because it's a 30-foot radius, not a cone.
Okay.
So they all need to make wisdom saving throws, or else they are frightened for 1 minute. They can repeat the save at the end of their turn. That's bonus action, cast my sword on fire, action, channel Divinity.
Okay. Only 2 of them need to make saves because Arisue is immune to fear.
Alright.
Immune to frightened. First one was a 16 plus quite a bit. You said wisdom save?
Oh, yeah, it's wisdom. It's a 17 DC.
Oh, 16 plus 1 just made it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one also has advantage but did not roll very well. Even with the plus 5, did not make it with an 11. So,
Alright, so that one is frightened. He must run away.
but this one got the spook.
The spook. It's okay,
The
I can
spook.
frighten.
Where is the
You
spook
said the
one?
big bad was immune to fear?
Big bad is
big
immune
guy?
to fear.
Okay, I wouldn't want to keep that in mind for the future. Alright, and that is the end of my turn.
There's a good spooky symbol. We'll make him
Golden.
yellow because he's scared.
He's a yellow belly.
Okay. Yukio, it is now your turn.
Okay. So I definitely thought about this beforehand. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna curse Arisue.
All right, make an acrobatics check for the 5 feet.
Yeah. 13.
Okay, you will take 2 points of slashing damage.
-2. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Hexblade's curse him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna just Eldritch Blast him for now.
All right. As you pull up Shadowy Shuriken and just throw them.
That one. Okay, so 1 definitely does not hit. 19, so that's a crit.
Do you crit with your spell or only with your weapon?
It just says I crit on a 19 or 20. It doesn't say weapon attacks.
Let me. What invocation is that?
It's not an invocation, it's Hexblade's curse.
Oh, right. Duh. Never mind. Yeah, no, you're right. So that's a crit.
So 1 hit and 1 crit because the next one was a 25.
All right.
Let's see. Wait, what am I doing? It's all on the same page. I am silly. So I'm just gonna roll 2 for the crit because I didn't it didn't auto crit. So that's 12 damage. Oh wait, hold on. 12 plus 4, so 16 damage on the first one. And then the second one is another 7.
16 and then 7. All right. As you kind of hopping up, getting caught a little bit on the wires, but just hopping up over Zavis's head, you toss 3 shuriken. Arisue manages to deflect one of them, but then 2 of them hit him in the chest, and he...
That was exactly what I was picturing. So
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ray, it is now your turn.
Okay. Well, they all stayed bunched up in exactly the way that I want them to. So I am going to be casting. Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine. Sickening Radiance, kind of back up in this corner here.
Okay. Let me see. What's the total range?
30-foot radius.
Is it an area you can see? Because you could put it here within this line. You could put it right here. Sorry, okay. Right around here. But you cannot see this space back here. This is...
Yeah, that's behind the thing. That's fine. I think the original part that I pinged was...
I think it was...
ish.
Okay, yeah, so you can put it there. So how big is Sickening Radiance?
30-foot radius.
30-foot radius, alright.
It should catch all of them.
Yeah.
And none of my allies, so yay. And that's a zone that's established. And then anything... yeah, whenever it moves... Okay, so on the starts of their turns, they'll start their turn there. Yeah, let me know when that happens, because they will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I believe it's pretty much going to do that. Alright. May, it is now your turn.
Could you describe again the magical effect placed on us by left lady? Like, does it look like the thing?
It is not a magical effect that is placed on you. It was magic that you were not aware of that created a network of razor-thin wire, but the wires themselves are mundane. The magic has been woven, and now there are wires everywhere.
Okay.
And they are all around. You can see them. There's a huge network of them, and because of how hard they are to see, you can't gauge distance very well to see how to weave around them and not get cut by them. So that's why you have to make an acrobatics check.
They're not magically, they're just there.
They are not magical, no, they are there.
Okay, that changes what I'll do. I'm just going to go ahead and start off with the master wounds because several of us just got hit.
Okay.
I should be able to reach everyone.
All right.
That's going to be... I can't read. 3d8 plus 5. It's not the best, but 14 HP for everyone.
Okay. 14's good. 14's good.
It's better than none.
Yeah, I like 14.
As
Yeah.
each of you get a little kodama that appears right on your
Yeah.
shoulder and lightly goes pop on the side of your head, and your wounds heal.
I want more.
Give me more.
I will move a little bit.
All right. How many space? All right, that's... I think you muted yourself again by accident.
Hmm?
Oh, never mind. I will need you to make an acrobatics check.
Duh. That's a bad spot of mine. Oh, that's not bad. Acrobatics.
Now, if I get hit with a weaker version of that last attack,
19? All right, you're fine. You manage to gently weave your way using your staff and your shield to kind of clear a path as you're moving, just kind of doing this awkward, like, Chumbawamba dance.
You're used to navigating the forest. It's fine.
Yeah. Used to... This is how you avoid getting snagged on branches.
There's me.
All right. It is now... Is that the end of your turn then, May?
Yes.
Okay. It is now.
Do they have a higher dex than me?
Sorry. No, they do not. You would probably go first.
Okay.
Apologies. Yes, so yeah, go ahead, Lee.
Alright, no worries. I'm gonna bank on my incredible acrobatics here. Hopefully I can avoid this damage. But I am going to basically move down 3 spaces.
Okay.
15. I'm going to shadow step from this shadow over to this one.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to count that as also a 5-foot movement.
No, you are all right. You are just apparating within the space.
Okay. And then I will move another 5, 10, 15 through the stuff.
All right,
So
so
that's a
give
total
me
of 30.
1 acrobatics check, and I will just count that for all of it.
Okay. Alright. Consistent as usual. Rolling really low on my acrobatics, but still getting a 17.
17 will do it.
Nice.
It's close. It's close, but you do manage to weave your way through.
Fiddle of expertise.
Alright, so I had to use my bonus action to shadow step, so I will, I suppose, attack with Sabimaru.
All right, Sabimaru, whack, whack, whack. Or just the 2 whacks.
Alright, a 26 to hit.
26 to hit. That will hit.
Excellent. I guess I'll roll damage for that. I have not used Sabimaru yet.
Yep.
Since my long rest, so... and a Constitution saving throw from her.
Her saving throw was 16.
I think the DC on Sabimaru is 17. Let me double check. Yeah, it's 17.
All right, then she fails.
So she's poisoned.
Ooh.
Get poisoned, drop. You ain't got an anti-venom for being a punk ass.
And
Okay, it's B.
27 points of Sabimaru damage for that.
Sabimaru damage, goddamn.
That's a lot.
And she is poisoned.
Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, I will give her the Sicky-oo. Actually, no. We'll do the potion, because that makes more sense. She's affected by poison. Alright, and is that your turn?
Well, I still have another attack.
Okay.
I was just seeing if she's doing her, like, little disappeary stuff
Nope.
again. Alright. I will roll another attack then. Does a 17 hit?
17, I think, maybe just hits? Yeah, 17 just hits.
Excellent. Another 8 points of
Good.
magical piercing.
Alright, and there are 8 points of magical piercing. So good.
Okay, you can go back to bed.
Good, solid round. Alright. It is now this one's turn. She is currently afraid and needs to make a save against the Sickening Radiance. A natural 17 and a natural 18. So she definitely succeeds. Does she take any damage or no?
I believe she takes half. Let me check. Must succeed or take. Nope, nothing happens.
All right. Cannot get any closer to Zavis, I believe. So let me measure that distance real quick. Is it specifically that they must flee from you, or they just cannot get any closer?
What it says on my character sheet. Let me see. See what exactly it says. Conquering presence as an action force chosen creatures to make a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. So whatever the effect.
Frightened condition means that they have disadvantage on attack rolls while you're within line of sight, and they cannot willingly move closer to you.
Yes.
That's fine. I was going to move here, here, and we'll just come around like this, getting up next to you, Lee, and is now going to bring the pain. And I believe there's still line of sight, so they will have disadvantage on their attack rolls. But 3 attacks with the glaive coming your way, all at disadvantage. Well, good, because the first one was a natural 20, but now it's a 5 plus 7, so I don't believe that hits you. A 15 and a 16, so the 15 plus 7 is a 22. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
Alright. And the third one, a 17 and a natural 1. So only one of the attacks hits you. And you will take 14 points of slashing damage as you can see the panic can begin to set in her eyes as she sees Zavis, and you just see her kind of steel herself and then run around the corner, coming around, just pinwheeling the glaive. The first one you deflect, the second one hits and cuts you across the midriff, and then the third one you just bring Sapimaru down in a hard vertical guard and just barely manage to knock it off course. She definitely seems shaken, but is otherwise functional. And then I believe she makes a save at the end of her turn to see if she wears off the effect.
Talking about the fear effect, or?
Yeah, just trying to see. Aura of Conquest, no.
It's still just to try to make the save at the end of their turn.
Yep, repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn, alright. A 14, and it's a wisdom save, you said?
Yep. Pt.17.
Yeah, then she just makes it. So she's no longer frightened, but kept her from... It killed 2 of her attacks, is what it did. So, no longer frightened. Ark, it is now your turn.
Ark wants to take it. So you said these wires are simply wires, right? They're not magical, they're just wires?
Correct.
Ark would like to, breathe, slow down, and focus and see if he can find a point of origin from them, because they've got to be attached somewhere.
Okay, make a perception check.
I will perceive so fucking hard. 1 second. Where's my perception? How does one go about perceiving? Not like that.
I prefer to not be perceived.
13.
Looking around, the best you can tell, they're wedged everywhere. It seems like wherever there seems to be like a crack in the floorboards or in the walls, you can kind of follow some of these lines. One is wedged from a floorboard to a ceiling board. This whole room is largely wood. So everywhere there's a crack or crevice, there seems to be these wires just appearing out of them. So there doesn't seem to be a singular source that you can tell just from looking around.
Okay.
You have no idea how they got there. They were not there and then there.
So Ark is going to... So what did that burn turn-wise?
You're pretty perceptive and pretty quick. I would say bonus action.
Okay, so...
You've got keen mind, you've got a lot of perceptive abilities. Your passive is super fucking high.
Would I be able to cast a bonus action spell and then say, like, sit down?
If you want to do it that way, use your action to look around, bonus action to cast a spell, and then just stay put, yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense for the action economy. Probably better, considering searching is technically an action.
So Art's going to look around for a second, perceive a whole lot of jack shit, and then just go, I need more time. And he's going to plop down right where he is, and, I don't know, cast mass healing word. Is that a bonus action? Wait, let me make sure this is a bonus action.
Mass healing word is a bonus action.
I knew that. I was just making sure you knew that.
Thank you for the quiz.
I didn't know that.
I'm 2 for 2 now today.
So let's see what we're doing, guys. Everybody get healed by 99. Just 9.
Okay.
I would have taken
I was like,
99.
what?
Like,
That's almost as much HP as I have.
Smells like bullshit. Alright,
Can't
everybody
see my
gains 90.
screen.
Ark just kind of looking around quizzically and going, I need more time, and then just kind of mutters something, kind of waves his hand dismissively, and then sits down and begins pondering and looking around and rummaging through his bag.
Yes.
Alright. It is now Cirrus's turn.
Alright. I think that Cirrus... You know what, I'm gonna do a roll for Cirrus real quick to see if he would go after the boss for pride or help homie.
Trying to decide whether or not you're going to get a hand because you got 2 of the very big bads on you.
Yeah, and she decided to go after the boss for pride. Unfortunate for me.
Aw. One thing I love about Jordan, he plays it straight. No metagame in this man.
Yeah, so she's gonna move 5 feet through the stuff to
Alright,
get out
so
of
we need
it.
an acrobatics check from her.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Success. Takes no damage. She just kind of dives forward and rolls onto, kind of like side rolls and up under her feet and begins running forward.
Hell yeah. Okay, and then she's gonna make some attacks against this dude.
This dude.
You took where I was gonna stand.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it's the best place to stand in
It is
melee.
the best place to stand. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You beat me to it.
Alright, so that's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay.
Pretty good.
I'm gonna expend 3 charges of the Staff of Striking
Okay.
to roll some extra damage for it. So yeah, that's a D8 plus 3d6, I think. Yeah. Plus 6, so 22 points of damage.
22 points of damage, alright.
There's bludgeoning and force in there.
Alright.
Okay, I'll roll another attack if there's no teleporting shenanigans.
No, not as of yet.
Okay. That is a 29 to hit.
Okay, 29 will hit.
Okay. We'll do another 3 charges.
Okay.
Because, you know, if she's not going to use these things, I am.
Yep. And I will say, Cirrus does notice as she gets within 5 feet of Arisue. So everybody watched Bleach here? Are you familiar with the spiritual pressure thing where you get like something around you and you just suddenly feel the weight of everything on you and you like almost can't move? As soon as she's within 5 feet of Arisue, she just feels this immense pressure, like almost netting her down. She's finding it harder to move. She can still attack and do that stuff, but it's under duress.
Okay. Is it too late to try to apply the stunning strike to the first attack?
If you have not rolled the second, or if you've already rolled the second one, then yes.
Okay.
I need to do better about making Jeff do that as well. When he's here! We love you, Jeff.
Soon will be here.
So, another 19 points of damage, and we'll try the stunning strike.
Jiminy Christmas. Alright. Attempting the stunning strike. It's a con save.
Yeah, I believe.
They are okay. Just made the save.
They succeeded.
Yes, they did succeed.
Okay. Cool. We're gonna spend another key point for flurry of blows.
Alright.
So we'll try 2 more attacks. I'll just roll them both at once, since nothing seems to be occurring. So that was an 11 and a 20 to hit.
11 and a 20. 11 misses, a 20 hits.
Alright, I will roll damage for that, which is 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
We're doing another attempt at the stunning strike.
Success.
And alright, what can I do with open hand? We're gonna try to make them fall prone.
Okay. Opposed athletics?
No, they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 18 plus 7.
Ouch.
Alright.
So,
That's
doing alright. A couple of
Move back 5 feet first.
Yeah. A couple of very solid, heavy strikes. Arisue seems to be absorbing a lot of it and is kind of swiping away at several of the cuts. And the last strike is like a leg sweep, and Arisue's knee buckles for a moment, but then they just kind of like backhand spring out of it and are standing again and ready to fight.
Can I convince you to move to this space before you end your turn? Oh, wait. This space.
I don't know, what does Yukio say?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. God.
Can't communicate telepathically.
Yeah, you're right.
Make room!
Here, make some room.
Move, bitch! Get out the
Get out the
way!
way.
You don't have to, of course. I
Yeah.
can get around it, but it's just slightly more convenient for me if you're in that next square.
Right. I mean, I'd like to, but I just... realistically, unless Yukio says anything.
I said Sirius make some room.
Oh, you said it. Okay.
I did, yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Alright,
Was it like the same time as Kyler saying make some room?
sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, and that'll be the end of Sirius's turn. It is now starting... names, I'm so bad at these. Kato's turn. Needs to make a save at the start of her turn. Natural 16 plus. Is it con save?
Yep.
DC 17, you said?
16.
DC 16. Oh, and then she passes with a natural 16.
Yep.
Alright, so unfortunately, c'est la vie. She is going to take this opportunity to do a couple of things. Just let me make sure that I...
First things first, it's whoop yo ass.
Okay, whoop yo ass is a not fun one.
I'm sitting down. Nobody knows where I am.
I know where you are. I know where you live.
That makes one of us. I've been at 3 houses this week. None of them have been right.
We need to get you a map.
The neighbor lady keeps hitting me with a broom like I'm a stray raccoon.
I know, and I don't even have a neighbor.
That tracks.
She is going to make 2 spear attacks against you. Actually,
Again.
she's going to... Well, she's going to cast a spell first, and then make 2 spear attacks against you. Or not spear, but
Rude.
sword attacks. My apologies. Reading things. You need to
Reading
make
is
a
very
wisdom
hard.
saving throw. Lead.
Okay, I do so at advantage because of Hero's Feast.
Mhm.
So that's pretty nice.
Hella true.
That blanket was lit.
Unfortunately, I rolled a
my
2
murder?
and a 6, so that is an 11.
All right. You are affected by confusion,
No.
unfortunately. You cannot take reactions, and you must roll a d10 at the start of each of your turns to determine your behavior. And then she's gonna wallop on you with her blade as it just springs forth into her hand. She's gonna take 2 slashes against you.
Rude ass
She
bitch.
does so at disadvantage because she's poisoned.
Yep. So
She's
her-
poisoned and you're confused.
She rolled for her first attack a 15 and a 14 on the rolls. She gets a +8. So 14 plus 8 does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
All right. So you will take 1d8 plus, or 8 points of slashing damage, and I'll just roll it here. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do it this way. 4, 6, 8. Wow. 13 points of necrotic damage for the first hit.
Okay.
Second attack. Second attack also at disadvantage. Rolled a natural 6 and a natural 8, so she missed. Poison is doing work.
Excellent.
Alright. So her first strike hits and cuts, and there's this little, like, spray of, like, almost liquid black that comes off of your body as she cuts into you. The second strike, you can see her, like, there's kind of like this feeling, and she just misses. She swings wide. The poison seems to be taking effect. You, however, cannot take reactions, so she is instead going to, dashing up through this, is going to move over here and get nearby Arisue to protect him. Arisue, start of his turn, needs to make a saving throw. A natural 18, unfortunately. All these guys have advantage on magic saves. So he's unaffected by Sickening Radiance, and he's going to go ahead and take his turn. Ooh, that actually messes up his plan a little bit. Can he teleport? I don't think he can. He cannot teleport.
Don't you put that evil on me, Rick Bobby.
Alright, so he's gonna move this way. He's gonna risk the opportunity attack by Cirrus.
Which Cirrus will take.
He's gonna put himself right here next to Yukio.
Oh, he brought himself to me. How kind.
He did.
Alright, so the opportunity attack is a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
I will expend the last 3 charges I'm going to use of the Staff of Striking,
Okay.
which I double checked it's not limited to on your turn.
Okay.
The dice have not liked me the last 2 sessions. So it is... it's 11 damage
Okay.
from 3d6 and 1d8.
All right. And as he basically just dashes through, and you see him move just in this almost terrifying, like he almost becomes liquid shadow as he's just sliding forward, leaving a faint, shadowy trail as he moves forward and just kind of appears up next to you. turns and gives you that one like fierce hawk's eye looking your direction, and then you just feel this immense pressure just pour off of him. I need everybody except for Cirrus to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm somehow good at those. Fuck if I know why.
Oh, I get Zavis' bonus, right? +4.
Yep, you do. If you're within 10 feet of him.
It's +5, by the way. It's
Oh,
+5 now.
+5 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that
so
was a 20, so 27. Fuck you,
Constitution, right?
yeah, Ray need to make a con save as well.
21.
Okay.
27.
Okay.
4.
Lee, what'd you get?
27, so there's 3 27s on this save.
Oh my god.
Am I getting any bonuses from Zavis right now?
No, you are not close enough.
Am I getting any bonuses at all? No,
Nope.
I'm not. Alright, cool. So, just flat. Ooh. 13.
Alright. So anybody who rolled higher than a 16 is going to take half of this.
And if you roll lower than a 5, you take none of it?
No, it actually is worse. Quite a bit worse. So those of you who rolled higher than 16 take only 24 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Those of you who failed the save take 49 points of psychic damage, and if you are still conscious, you take 1 level of exhaustion.
I'm sorry, did you say we take 14 if we saved it?
No. The total is 49 if you succeed, or if you failed,
Oh.
24 if you succeeded.
Oh, yeah, chump change. It's fine.
And anybody who failed also took 1 point of exhaustion, meaning you have disadvantage on ability checks, which includes moving through razor wire.
I'm not even dead yet.
Same.
All right, and that was his turn. Zavis.
Let's go, motherfucker. You're right up in my range now. Guess what Zavis is gonna do? He's gonna get up right to this guy, and I'm
Can you go
gonna...
farther if you're gonna just take the damage anyway? So we get flanking.
I was about to say, did
Oh,
he?
yeah.
He
That's
moved.
fine. Let's
Yeah,
flank.
so I need you to make an acrobatics check for me.
10.
10. All right, so you moved 10 feet, so you will take 3 and so 6 more points of slashing damage.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't even care. Alright, I'm going to bonus action cast Blinding Smite, so the next time I hit a target with a melee weapon, it'll take more damage. Let me mark that, and I'm going to roll as an action to attack. That is, I got a nat 20.
Alright, as you do, you swing and he looks at you and turns to black smoke.
You motherfucker. I got a nat 20!
You did!
He vaped your ass.
That's
And you
so
see him
disrespectful.
appear over here.
Sick cloud, bro.
So disrespectful.
Yeah,
Really disrespectful.
Ugh.
yeah.
That was a fucking nat 20 and you do this to me, Kyler.
Homeboy has reactions.
He hit you.
I
with a
didn't,
bat.
just be happy I didn't give him legendary actions. I love those things.
You do
I have
love those
legendary
things.
action
Oh,
PTSD.
With all the shit these guys have, legendary actions would be unfair.
Yeah, exactly. That's too much. Alright, so you used 1 attack and 10 feet of your movement. You still
Gotta
have...
use the rest.
Yeah, you have another attack if you want to use it, and 20 more feet of movement, I believe. Which
Bro,
technically,
there's nothing I can fucking do.
I think you
Yeah.
could. Yeah, you could get next to. You could get up here and help Lee out.
Zavis, pissed off, is going to go up here and help Lee out.
All right, make
He
another
missed
acrobatics
an
check
attack.
for me.
Oh my god, you keep making my fucking paladin do acrobatics checks. 12!
12. All right, so you take 4, 6, 10. You take 11 more points of slashing damage as you just
Ow.
are trudging and pushing through all of this sharp shit.
Literally, he's not even trying to dodge. Honestly, he's just walking through it. He's just fucking
because
mad
your
about
attack
it.
did not hit, your spell is still active.
Yes, so I can, for my next attack, I think. That's, what is my,
Mandy just looking at me like I'm the devil.
22 to hit.
How much?
22.
22 will hit.
Okay, I already ignited my sword, so it's gonna be another 3d8. Do they take any sort of bonuses to radiant damage? Because I could just roll all my d8 at once.
No. They're not vulnerable to radiant.
Okay, so it's gonna be, so it's 3, 4, 5d8. Plus, what is it? 4. So that's 26 damage.
26 points of damage.
And it also needs to make a Constitution save, DC 17, or else they're blinded. And then I need to do my 2d6 for my fire damage.
Rolled a natural 19.
Okay, so it's saved. But that's
Saves.
okay. It still took a lot of damage. So that's 26 for the sword and the radiant damage, and then 8 fire damage.
Nice. That's a solid hit. Alright.
Zavis.
Yes.
I think you have to shift one space down, or else you're gonna have to
Oh, do
save.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to save for the poison cloud or whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah, he has no blame though.
Poison cloud is there.
Wouldn't Zavis's space still be affected by the poison cloud?
It technically occupies this this space because it's to those edges. I just didn't line it up very well.
I moved right here, guys. That's where I moved.
Yeah, you moved into doorway. All right,
Thanks,
and then that's your turn, Yukio.
All right, I'll be right back. Go use the bathroom real quick, but I can hear you guys.
Alright. So I got all excited because I wasn't going to need to do this, and then I just have to do it anyway. I'm going to relentless teleport over to this guy.
Okay.
And do it to him.
Let's do it to it, baby!
Only going to get 2 attack rolls, but it's unfortunate. 18?
18 will hit.
Okay.
I believe. Yep, 18 will hit.
So he's gonna take... Oh, that was a really bad roll. 16 damage.
16 points of damage. Nice.
And then I'll go again. That's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And... do I want to do it now, or do I want to wait for a crit? Fuck it, we'll do it now, and we'll wait for a crit. I can do both. I'll Eldritch Smite this guy.
Eldritch Smite, your first strike, cutting and finding an opening, and you turn, several sigils appear along your blade, and then you cut, leaving like a trail of kanji behind the cut that detonate.
Oh, I totally forgot about Savage Attacker for that last one. Is it okay if I reroll it?
Yeah.
Okay. I also just clicked roll for my next damage. Should I just take that one instead? Okay, so I'll do 4 additional points of damage.
Okay.
And then the attack roll. Oops, not the attack roll, the damage roll, Cameron. Not a crit. Why'd I have to waste a 20 on a misclick? Damn it.
Oh no.
Ignore this damage roll, because I can't get the crit to go away. Okay. So, actual damage is going to be 13 plus 5d8, I believe is my smite at this point.
Indeed.
5d8. Look at them go, all over my screen. An additional 25.
Nice. A good and solid strike, my lad. He's starting to look hurt.
Good.
Got a couple really good swings off on him. I believe that's your turn then, isn't it?
Yep, that's gonna be it.
Alright, Ray, it is now your turn.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Alright. Just nuke my build, why don't you?
They're fucking ninjas, man.
Advantage on all magic saves is some bullshit, son.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody's gotta have a bad fight sometime.
Yeah, no.
None of them have particularly high armor classes, so if you're trying to hit them with things, you're probably going to have a much better time.
I think I have catapult.
Fucking love catapult. Do it.
Right.
Fucking architect scrambling and trying to find the cannonballs he's stored in his bag for 18 months. I think I have catapult.
Alright, so anyway. Dropping Sickening Radiance because, I thought maybe marking them and stopping them from turning invisible might be a great thing, but that's never going to happen.
Would be a great thing, but man, ninjas.
So then instead, we're just going to punch them with Arcane Hand.
Oh, yes, big fingers.
Yep.
Nope.
So I'm going to cast that at 6th level, actually. Because that's about all I can do. We're going to summon it over by the dude next to Cirrus. And then it will be 1d20 plus 8 to punch.
1d20 plus 8 to punch, and I will give you control of it.
Motherfuck. Nat 1.
Nat 1. Darn it! Alright.
It sprains its own wrist.
It appears and then tries to go squish and just fails, unfortunately, because very quick ninja, dodge out of the way.
They could see the shadow as it was coming down.
Yeah, exactly.
They were able to get out of
Didn't
the-
get picked up and taken to the beginning of the temple.
I just can only think of the Super Smash Brothers like Master Hand.
Oh!
Doof.
Yeah. I love it. Alright, is that your turn then, Ray? Okay. May, it is now your turn. She's so mad at me. Everybody's all spread out. She's right in the middle of razor wires.
Oh, sorry. Wanted to make a note. I did pop my shift.
Okay, so you are Angie.
Yep.
Okay. I would have liked to do something more helpful to the general population this turn, but considering my HP, that is higher than 0, but that's it.
Only barely.
I will be using my turn to do a 5th level Cure Wounds on myself.
Well, how much HP did you have left? 1.
I did 49, I had exactly 50. So I'm gonna do Cure Wounds on myself.
No wonder she's been glaring at me for 7 turns.
I was gonna move and maybe get some vampire stuff going on in there, and then I was like, ooh, if I get hit by razor wire at all, I'm dead.
Yeah. Personal healing is you can't kill people when you're dead, so you gotta keep yourself up first.
Let's see how long I live.
I thought the first rule of healing was don't talk about healing.
Basically.
20, 21, 22. Okay, so I got 28 HP back.
Alright, you regain 28 HP as all the Kodama give you a dog pile / group hug.
I'm not done glaring at you. I'm not gonna move, because I would like to live.
Live.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions that aren't spells, but 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
There and For funsies, I will use my hidden step and turn invisible
Okay.
as extra insurance.
You, like the other ninjas, are now ninja. You are invisible.
And that's it.
Alright, Lee, it is now your turn.
I am confused. By the way, is that a charm effect that was placed on me at all?
Confusion? Is it technically a charm? Let me look.
Is it just the confusion spell?
I believe so.
Then I don't think it is.
Yeah, no, it's not a charm effect. So, at the start of your turn, you need to roll a d10 for me.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
A 3. You don't move or take actions this turn.
Cool, but I get to repeat my saving throw.
You do, yes.
With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Dice really love me today. It is worse than before.
You see Lee is kind of...
I'm rolling a 4 and 5.
Alright, Lee is currently just Tweety Birds. Just not able to do anything. He's just kind of like standing there. Head kind of... You just see the mask kind of moving side to side as he's just kind of standing there with his sword up.
Say the word and I can knock the DM out.
Mandy just comes through the door with a fire extinguisher.
Get him.
Ping! Coming, getting up to the camera. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
We all win.
I am the DM now. All enemies die.
Alright, sorry, Lee. Now it is this one's turn. No longer a spooked. She's going to take this opportunity because she got hit really, really goddamn hard. She's pretty hardy, but you see, as a bonus action, you see the glaive, several kanji sigils light up along the inky black blade, and she's going to turn your direction, Zavas,
Let's go, bitch.
and get 3 attacks against you. So first attack was a natural 1. The second attack was a natural 2. Third attack
It's
It's a natural 3.
is a nat 20, though.
Ouch. Alright.
So now her blinding
Balance.
smite goes off. So it's going to be 2d10 plus 6d8. So we're just going
Aren't
to
you?
roll.
Right.
Aren't you a sentinel of some sort?
Me?
Maybe one at death's door or something?
Me, I'm too far away.
Haha, Scrub, you're gonna die.
Wasn't
I looked at that.
Mitsutani blinded?
Fine.
Hmm?
Fine.
Wasn't
No.
Mitsutani blinded? Or did she?
She saved.
She made the save.
Oh, my bad.
I unfortunately have to be with the 30 feet, and I'm not? I'm not, right?
I think.
No. 35.
That's fair.
Oh my god, 35. Hey Kyler, I'll give you $5 if you take away that 5 feet. I'll donate $5
This
right
is
now.
this is so much more fun for me. You'd have to make it a
$1.
lot more worth my time.
$1 a foot?
All right.
Yeah, yep.
Ooh. So
Close.
you take 45 points of damage,
Okay.
and you need to make I believe, a Constitution saving throw.
You know, is it a magical effect?
Yes, you need to succeed on a con save or be blinded. Until the spell ends. Yeah, or until you make the save again.
26.
Alright, you're fine. A hefty chunk of damage as the
I'm
first...
still up though.
Yeah, the first 2 swings miss, and then she moves in a very strange... The sigils are almost making like a hypnotic pattern, and for just a moment you let your guard down as your eyes are trailing away, and she whips the blade forward and hits hard, and as you pull back, it
Ow.
finds a cleft right where your helmet would be, and just cuts, missing an artery, but you feel the blade just dig, and then go up the jawline as you whip
I'm
your
gonna
head
fucking
out of the
kill
way.
this lady next turn. I
There's
will
a-
literally eat her.
Hot spray of blood, and you are heavily wounded, but still up.
I wish I
Okay.
had bite attacks, so I would literally just try and bite her throat.
Mhm.
I'm reporting Kyler to some kind of authority.
All right, and then that's going to be her turn. Ark.
Ow.
Ark is going to take a second. He's gonna stand back up. And he's gonna rub his chinny chin chin and look around and be like, alright, where be ye? And look for the source of them again.
Okay, make another perception check for me. We'll just say as an action.
Big bet. Perception. You know what's weird? I have a +7 on it.
What'd you get?
21.
21.
I was about to say 8.
As you are looking around, trying to find some sort of mechanism or something, your eyes spot something strange right over here against this wall.
Is that strange thing metallic? Wooden?
There seems to be a wooden panel that's set up in this little like dresser space that doesn't quite match up. Just slightly off kilter.
Alright, so can't really do anything about it. Ark is going to go, yeah, du bist dort. Yuki, break that! And, like, point at that section.
Okay, you see him pointing at a thing on the wall opposite, like the opposite side of the wall you are near. Yukio.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a sword though, so like I'm not
Okay.
sure about that, but I'll try, I guess. I
Mm,
kind of
gotta-
want to just kill this guy actually, so
I gotta do everything myself. I'm gonna move 5 feet.
5 feet. All right. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
See, this is how you cheat his system.
If you move, do a thing, and then move again, I just make you make another check.
21.
21, you're fine, yeah. You
Move 5 feet.
nimbly step through.
Oh, also, did you call me Yuki or?
Oh, he called you Yuki.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna come up later.
Fucking Telltale's game, Yukio will remember this.
Yeah.
17.
Well, you won't. You can choose how much distance you want to move, and then just roll for that entire distance.
I know. But if I move a long distance and fail,
Ah, well,
then I
17,
take the
you're okay.
damage. So 17 on that one. 5 feet.
You really should just make him make one save for the cumulative distance.
Nat 20.
His face of disbelief.
Oh, I'm not disbelieving. I'm taking the first roll that he rolled. I'm excited for seeing what he's getting for the rest of
18.
it.
By
Yep.
the way, I'm doing this in roll 20, so it is trackable.
If you fail any one of these, I'm hitting you with all of it.
16.
16 is the DC, so you do succeed.
Okay, so how far have I actually moved? Because I do have to check that.
You have gone 25 feet.
25. What is my move? I get one more. Oh god, this is a gamble and I love it. Let's do it.
We're doing it live!
It's gonna fail.
16! You can't touch me! You can't touch me!
As you just very gently robot your way through, trying to very carefully and precariously stepping and shifting, doing very, very deliberate 1970s James Bond maneuvers between the lasers.
Pink Panther theme playing.
Yeah.
Pat
Pink
me on the
Panther.
head as I go by.
Yep. May standing there shaking in a pool of her own blood.
Flips on blood, falls on wire.
Alright, that's your movement and your action. Is there anything you'd like to do with a bonus action?
I don't think I have anything I don't have any, like, attacks or anything, so I can't, like, blast the panel.
Nope.
Wait. I can do it like this. I love how I can sort these bonus actions. Okay. Yeah, I don't have shit to do.
Okay.
So just-
Then it's your turn. Cirrus, you get to go now. Thank you, Jordan, for running her.
Yeah, if I wasn't running her, I wouldn't be doing anything.
Sorry. Confusion, man. The dice, they don't like you today.
Same hat.
That's 2 sessions in a row, so that's a lot of fun. Alright, I'm going to make some attacks with flanking against that lady.
Oh, yeah, the hand does provide flanking, doesn't it?
I think so. I thought we established that before.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
I don't see why not. The hand still threatens, it just doesn't occupy space.
Sure. Alright, so 29 to hit,
Yep, that'll hit.
27 to hit.
Yep.
I'm meaning to do stunning strikes with these.
Okay, I will allow that as well. Go ahead and...
So for the
We should do hit, attempt stunning strike, because it grants advantage on subsequent attacks, so...
Yeah, I know,
No, it's fine. You're running multiple characters. You're doing great. Beautiful, beautiful, darling.
So 10 damage.
Okay. And
First attack.
makes a save, and natural 1 is stunned.
Okay, so I'll check for the crit on the second attack.
Yes, sir.
Alright, not a crit.
Okay. Krakow.
Another 10 damage,
Okay.
and we'll do a flurry of blows. So I will subtract those 2 key points. 16 to hit.
16 does not hit, I believe. It does not, just barely misses.
Okay. And then a 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Alright, and that's another 10 damage.
Solid.
And what's her position on the map there? Yeah, we'll use one of our maneuvers.
Mhm.
Not the maneuvers from the feet, but the open hand technique.
One of the open hand techniques, yes.
Yeah, try to make them fall prone. So
Okay.
dexterity,
Dexterity save?
do they automatically fail those while stunned?
I believe so, yeah. Just dropped to the ground. Is now prone. Getting her butt whooped.
Get your
Yep.
butt whooped.
Alright.
Everything.
That's Cirrus's turn then?
Yep.
Alright. It's now her turn. She's going to use half of her move. She's stunned, so she
Yeah,
can't do anything.
Much.
Yep. Goodbye.
Jeez.
I was like, she's going to stand up. No, she's not. She's stunned.
Damn right.
Alright, it is now Arisue's turn. Yukio.
Yep.
Arisue, seeing you come up and counter, he has this like strange, almost like smoke, like liquid smoke sort of effect where like he moves and you see this just blackness that's kind of pulling away from him that dissipates and particulates away. As he moves and weaves, he almost weaves a shadowy shape around himself, and then emerging out of that, that large talon-like hand shoots forward and just barely reaches out and touches your chest. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Bad touch!
Definitely.
I hope I get some sort of bonus to this for having to deal with Natsuki, because I got a 6.
Okay.
He did not ski that coming.
Uh-huh.
God.
I knew he was gonna do something, I just hoped that would roll better.
I knew he'd do something. I just hoped killing me wasn't it.
There you
True.
go.
My whole body is warm right now.
That's
Oh,
not
boy.
good.
You take 59 points of necrotic damage
What the fuck?
as this
Okay.
black, smoky energy just pours into your body, and for a moment your vision is gone as you are racked with pain.
Yeah, that's a big ouch.
Had that
Ouchie, girl.
Had that reduced you to
ouchie.
0 hit points, you would have met a zombie on the next turn.
Did it? Did it make you 0?
No.
I'm at 4.
I was like, oh yeah, he's got this spell. I'm going to use that. And then I looked at the numbers and I'm like, 78 plus 30, and you've got 65 or 63 health. Quick math.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
Ouch. Yeah, and he does that and then just cackles at you. Kind of doing that like Bruce Lee, kind of backstepping hop. Just like, enjoying the hell out of this.
Never mind. That was a spell, huh?
Yeah, it was a spell. Alright, and that's his turn. Zavis.
He touched her insides with
You know-
Michigan water.
If Zavis were a really smart individual, he'd probably heal himself right now. But he's not.
No, that boy dumb.
So you know
God.
what he's gonna do?
Did anybody ever watch Rob Schneider's The Animal?
Yeah.
I've been here 2 weeks, and they promote me to manager. So this guy, he's been here 8 years. You know why that is? Because you're black? No, because that bitch is dumb. One of my favorite lines in any movie ever.
Listen. Yeah, Zavis is just gonna attack, because now he's
Alright.
mad. And that is... what is that number? 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Alright, let's go ahead and... How is this person looking? Let's first
Fine.
get that out of the way.
They were spooked
Fine.
at first, but they're doing all right.
They're doing alright?
The ones that have gotten their asses kicked are the other two.
Okay, so the one right in front of me hasn't gotten his ass kicked yet.
I mean, he's taking a little she's taking a little damage, but not a lot.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a 3rd level smite then, because fuck this bitch,
Okay.
she hurt me a lot. See, so that's gonna be 2, 3, 4. I do 5, 6 d8 with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be 6 d8 plus 4. That's 27 damage.
All right.
We're gonna throw in my flaming damage. That's another 9 fire damage.
All right. Yeah, that's a good hit.
Let me mark off that spell slot on my thing. Alright, I'll bring my sword back around for another attack. That does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Okay, cool. I was scared. I was like, uh-oh.
It was close. 18 just
yeah.
hits.
Just barely hits. Nice. And we're gonna go ahead and burn a 2nd level smite for this. So that's going to be 3, 4, wait, 2.
Okay.
So that's 48 with the sword.
Okay.
That's 22 damage, or 22.
Nice.
And then we have 2d6 for the fire damage on my sword. So that's another 4 fire damage.
Very nice, very nice. A very solid round. Did you get just 2 heavy, radiant flame strikes against this individual after they got a solid hit off on you?
I'm pissed, bitch.
All right. Yukio,
Yep.
Kill her!
it is now your turn. You are looking very, very rough, but
You're not a zombie.
so is he.
Yeah, he is.
He's bleeding just as heavily as you are at this point. And it's kind of one of those like life or death sort of moments. You know that this is what's going on.
So, first of all, seeing Kato getting the crap slapped out of her, and I assume hearing Zavis kind of roaring.
Yeah, you're like, oh, these other two are gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out, do not kill them.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to make an attack roll on this guy.
Okay.
Not gonna kill them?
Not those two.
Oh, honey, I'm killing them.
No, you're not.
The one
Zombie.
that's right in front of me?
Yeah, no. No, you're not. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
And that's
Savage?
gonna be 19 damage. And I'm gonna smite him.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute, that's my thing.
Zavish
Yeah, I
chose
stole it. I
violence over
watched you.
healing.
That's my my in-game reason for it. Another
Wait.
22 damage.
Doesn't the
Yeah. So he reached out and touched you with that long, darkened claw as it just rocked your body with shadowy energy, and you pretty much just like slumped down to the ground for a second as smoke is roiling off of you, and you hear him cackle and then just do his little cocky dance, and without even thinking, those of you who are close enough, Ark and May, you just see Natsuki suddenly light up purple, and there's just one almost like lazy, just like not body moving on its own, no brain motion, just distinct like upwards cut, leaving that trail of kanji behind it. And then you see Yukio just stand, the blade kind of coming down to rest at his side, and you see Arisue was standing there, and then his head rolls back, and you see 4 or 5 inches of neck meat as his head just lolls back and drops as he falls backwards, just pouring blood.
Yukio immediately begins panting.
He did.
Very dead. So that was your bonus action.
Yeah. So I gotta know: is combat done? Are they still gonna be fighting us?
You can use your action to make a perception check and see what happens. But you literally just Pez dispensered him.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I will go ahead. I'll kind of like move into the doorway to take a look. Kind of fumble my way over there and lean against it.
Make a perception check for me.
All right.
There's quite a bit of blood in your eyes at this point.
That's a 22.
22 is you're just walking forward and you just kind of looking, barely standing, your consciousness flickering just ever so slightly as you're looking around, and you see Kato is currently on the ground, just like bowed over, like on her side, like trying to get up, but she can't. Her back is unfortunately to you, as you see Cirrus standing over top her with a staff with that serious, cocky look on her face. Looking through, you cannot see Mizutani, yes, thank you. You cannot see Mizutani, but you see Zavas standing in a doorway, fire just pouring off of his blade as he's just roaring and getting ready to strike, and basically rearing up for another strike.
Okay, so Yukio will shout as loud as he can right now. Again, let them live. And then kind of like
slump against the door.
Up to point against Ark.
Okay.
Never call me Yuki again. And then slump against the door.
Alright. Ray! You are muted.
Is the individual that my hand is next to conscious?
Conscious but stunned, yes.
Where is... Okay, that block is out of my reach. Alright, so hearing that and knowing Zavas, I don't believe... Do I have... Yes, I do. Alright, awesome. So, move 1, moving out of the threads. The hand is a tangible thing.
Yep.
So, do you want a dexterity roll?
What are you attempting to do here?
Move
it doesn't
the
occupy
hand.
space, so if it's moving through people or through things.
Well, no, the wire.
Oh, the wire.
Has,
no. It's fine.
It has hit points and is tangible. It just doesn't occupy the space it's in.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for it then. Give it an acrobatics check.
Flat dex roll since it doesn't have. Yeah. 8.
8. All right. It will take however many squares in d4s of movement damage.
It moved through 1, so 1d4.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah.
4 points of damage. Where?
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'll swing it around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25, 30, 35, 40. All right. So it's there, and I will use interposing hand.
Okay.
Well, wait, hold on. The way it's worded, I think it can only be me. So instead of that, I'll use grasping hand.
Okay, going ahead and attempting a grapple.
Yep.
Opposed athletics.
Correct.
Rolled a natural 6.
It has advantage on the roll.
Yes.
Due
so a total of 11 for this one, and you did way better. So
well, I rolled a 9, and that will be plus 8, so 17.
Yep, that's more than enough. As the hand swings around and you direct it, kind of using that little there's that perspective space you have where it disappears for a second and then appears, and you use that to reach around, and it just grabs and lifts Mizutani up off the ground. Mizutani is currently grappled.
Yeah. Forced movement never procs an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
So I will drag Mizutani with the remainder of the hands movement. It spent 45 getting up there, so it has 15 left.
Okay.
And I'll just back them off Zavis.
All right.
1,
So
2, 3.
boop. Yeah. So we'll do that. Will be perfect. All right. Is that your turn then?
Yep.
All right, May. Is there anything you would like to do?
Did we decide that spells don't have the option of doing like non-lethal damage? I forget.
Generally, no. You can't like non-lethally fireball somebody. I would say with like making a spell attack roll, you could maybe try and do a glancing blow unless the spell is like disintegrate.
Okay.
But that's kind of a gray area. It really depends on the spell.
Okay.
Generally, if it's a spell that forces a save, no. But if it's a spell that you make a spell attack with, depending on what the wording of the spell is, possible.
Okay. Okay.
So, like, spiritual weapon could knock somebody out. Because it
That
just does a womp. But
is very valid.
generally, you can't non-lethally acid damage someone.
Big
What?
bet.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whatever do you mean? I think this battle, I'm going to continue to be a heal bot.
Okay.
I'm going to throw out a... No, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that because you're far away. I should know this, but is drawing like a crossbow a full action or...
No, you can draw a crossbow as part of an action. So you can
Really?
draw it and fire it.
Cool. Bonus action. I'm going to 4th level healing word our good boy Yukio.
Okay.
Yay!
Let's see, 44 plus 5.
Make me die less.
I'm trying. We're all dying so goodly in a bad way.
I think he's behind a wall.
Yeah, unfortunately
yeah,
you do not have line
I
of sight
see.
on him. That is a little wall.
I don't have enough HP to risk
JK.
moving, unfortunately. So we're gonna nix that, I guess, because life hates us. Just don't die over there. It's
I'll do
fine.
my best.
That said, I'm still going to look. What is the range on that? Okay, I'm gonna still do a healing word. I'm just gonna do it at Zavis instead, because he was also hurting, I believe.
Mwah.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, heal me, baby.
12, 17. Wait. Yeah, 17.
17. All right.
I'll take that.
Doing anything else?
Heck yeah, I will. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna, as my action, pull out my crossbow and shoot the motherfucker that's grappled.
You do not have line of sight on the ground.
I forgot that's a wall. I'm gonna shoot the one I can see.
This one here? All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead
I
and
am
make
so
an attack
sorry.
roll.
I've played this maybe once before. I got a 9, so it's not gonna matter.
Nope, because you kind of like heal, pull out the crossbow you've never basically only ever used to hunt briefly before, and it kind of goes high. It next to Cirrus as she goes, "Hey!"
Just animatedly shrug.
All right, Lee, roll a d10 for me.
9.
9. All right. That means that you are.
I can move and act normally.
Yes, you can act and move normally and do your thing.
Yay!
Hooray!
You're a free man!
Woo.
Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah, I'll move up and attack this person.
Okay. Bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, bam.
Yeah, at advantage. So 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
I get Yeah, I think this will count for sneak attack. Yeah, because I had advantage. Excellent. 2 1s and a 4. You love to see it.
I'm sorry.
So that's 11 sneak attack. I think that's worse than a level 1 sneak attack.
Okay.
I will attack again.
Again.
Oh, how the dice take away.
Yes.
They have yet to give us for Lee this session.
It's true.
29 to hit
Yeah, that'll definitely do it.
for another 9 damage.
Okay.
I will go ahead and spend a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Alright. They're getting closer. Definitely bloodied. Definitely hurting.
Um, 21 to hit.
Yep.
And then a 27 to hit.
Yep. Rolling up, taking 2 sword strikes, and then just 2 heavy martial arts hits.
Yes, for a total of 20 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Dang!
Still conscious, but really hurting.
Cool, and I will roll a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay, there's potential here.
Actually, I believe, does stun disable concentration?
I don't think so,
Okay.
but they should have been making saves every time they were hit.
Yeah, let me... I will say that your confusion now ends.
Okay.
You are no longer befuddled. No more bamboozle.
We like that.
Bamboozled.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, as you are striking, you are up close and you see this Aarakocra's, not Aarakocra, sorry, Karura. Aarakocra stats, but Karura begin to kind of blink and shake her head. She is going to make a charisma saving throw. Natural 20. You see she kind of shakes her head and blinks a couple of times, and then the purple is gone.
Oh.
And she goes, "My God, I'm sorry." And then you just see her just like let go of her staff as it drops, or her glaive as it drops to the ground. All right, Ark, your turn.
I'm gonna go all or nothing and break the wire. I don't even know what's happening with everyone else at this point because Ark's been so tunnel vision.
Yeah,
He found the box.
he did it. He did it.
6 days from now.
All right, make your acrobatics save or acrobatics check for me.
Please tell me I didn't spend all my points. 15.
15. That's not enough.
If you go unconscious from this,
So you moved 3 squares.
Yeah,
So you'll
the
take
combat's essentially over.
3, 6. You take 10 points of slashing damage.
Didn't kill me!
And as you go over, you see there is a small wooden mechanism that is just slightly shifted ajar, and you can reach your hand back there, and you feel a small switch. And as you touch it and switch, there's a little bit of like almost electricity that runs through your finger, and you see all of the wire just turn to dust. Just a very, very faint and fine powder. And the wire is gone.
Architect.
Ark's going to stand up, hold the pose,
Yeah! Praise the sun!
Look at what I did. Haha.
So which one of them is back to normal?
This one.
I don't have enough movement to do anything else, I don't think.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all my movement.
Alright.
I'm going to take a second to come over to this guy and revivify him. Let's see.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing to revivify.
I'm going.
No.
Yeah,
How
please
about no? I'm going to, off of a hunch, cast Dispel Magic on that guy.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Oh, we already checked last time. It's not magic, right? I know it's not a curse.
It's not a curse, but
Kidding.
remove curse is different from dispel magic.
Yes, no, we actually did determine that dispel magic worked. So
Yep.
just kidding. Ignore me. You
He's
weren't
got a
here.
hunch by seeing this happen before.
He was not here that session, so
Yeah.
actual
Oh,
player
shit.
hunch is good.
It doesn't have a roll for me. It just says if it's a level 3 spell or lower.
You have to roll basically a spell craft check. So you roll 1d20 and add your casting bonus modifier.
I can do that.
Yep.
I can manage that.
1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier to try, and the DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
He'll be fine until next round.
What'd you get?
8.
Yeah, as you, having seen this work before, you go ahead and work the magic, and it doesn't happen, unfortunately.
I've lost too much blood to focus on the spell.
Yeah, you've taken some beatings. Speaking of beatings, Cirrus. It's now Cirrus's turn.
Beat him up. Buttercup.
She will be beating.
Yes. She is like an angry kid at the edge of the bed next to stepdad.
Is this the hot rod now?
So
Just me?
26,
Okay.
26 and a 20.
Yep, both hit.
14
What do you meow, you little brat?
12. 26 points of damage.
Oh, damn. Solid. Still conscious, although not looking good.
Alright, we're gonna flurry of blows because what else are you gonna do with 12 key points?
Right.
God damn.
I mean, you can spend more than half of them in 2 rounds if you want to. Honestly, you can almost spend half of them in 1 round. All the stunning fists. Give him the old Street Fighter Dudley treatment. Pow, 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 pow.
Y'all ain't right.
I forgot my number for the first roll, but that's because I knew it was guaranteed to hit.
Yep, that's alright.
And then
I don't think she could not roll enough damage. Is she going to kill this person or not?
No.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
2 strikes, bam, bam. Just slamming with the stick, and then she just, seeing that she's still conscious but just barely holding on, just kind of like drops down next to her and just gives her one really big haymaker. Her head bounces off the wood and then is just prone. And that will end combat. Alright. All grows quiet ever briefly, and we will go ahead and take a small break so that everybody can use the restroom and the like.
Wow.
So thank you all. We'll be right back as soon as we can. Hey everybody, we're back. So, as we let the dust settle, we find, let me get some musica. No, we don't want to do the bell monk. We want to do just this for now. So, as long as everybody can hear it. So, as the dust metaphorically settles, The architect had moved through, weaving his way through the wire, finding the mechanism to disable the wires as they all just crumble into a very thin powder and dust the floor. As he looks around, you see one of the mighty triads, currently gripped in a massive arcane hand and has thrown her weapon to the ground and has her hands out to the side with a look of, like, mortification on her face as what she's done. Yes, Yukio?
Unless you had more description to do.
I was just going to say, the other lying limp on the ground with Cirrus kind of just crouched over the top of her. And that's where it is.
Okay. So Yukio's gonna limp into the room, kind of leaning against this wall, and seeing. I'm assuming I can see Mizutani over there, right?
Yeah, Mizutani. Yeah, you can see her through the doorway.
So I'll just say over to Ray, kind of, really worn out, obviously. Ray, you can release her.
Set.
Yeah.
Open.
Boop. As she
And
kind of.
then, real quick, before we get too much further, Zavis, Sphere.
That was my next. My next thing literally was going to be, Zavis, come bring the spear.
I will walk over with my big spear.
Yes,
And
architect.
also, if you wouldn't mind, I'm sort of dying.
Okay.
Yes, architect.
He's gonna hobble over to the dead guy and be like, "How did he turn to smoke?" and start like searching him.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Zavis, how much do you heal Yukio?
I will heal Yukio 30 hit points.
Hey, thank you.
What? Quick maps. You said investigation?
Mm-hmm.
28.
28. You find that this individual is wearing a ring. It's a ring of water walking, as it is identical to Yukio's.
Oh, that's nice.
Also has a pair of very fine cloth boots that seem to be completely devoid of any sort of blood splatter. And has the claws, the talons on one right hand that, and closer inspection you see they're long, almost, they look like blackened iron, and they are literally like a full 18, like 20, almost 22 inches long, each of them. And it looks initially almost like a glove has been slid in, almost like the Freddy Krueger hands. But as you look, it seems like the cloth itself has begun to like knit with the flesh on his arm. It seems very heavily attached.
I'm gonna take the cool stuff off of him. I'm gonna desecrate this corpse and start taking cool stuff. And I'm gonna comically shove it under my shirt.
What all are you taking?
I'm having them boots since I gave Yuki my good ones.
Okay.
Yukio my good ones.
Okay.
I don't know where I picked up this Yuki thing.
I mean, you can say it out of character, that's fine. Just don't
Yuki.
call him Yuki, or he'll
It's so
legit get mad at
cute.
you.
Alright, so you want the boots?
Zavis wouldn't call you Yuki, but
Yeah,
Heather will call you Yuki.
I'm
That's fine.
gonna take Yukio's boots. I'm gonna like slide that ring off and be like, "Oh, Mr. Beauregard, you shouldn't have," and put it on.
Alright.
And then you can't take the talon things off, right?
I mean, are you gonna try?
I'm gonna like tug on them a little bit and see if they come off.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh my god, why'd you touch them, you fool?
Oh, I'm gonna touch them real good, like. I failed. So, nat 20 and a 2.
Alright. As you crouch over and you begin kind of stripping the boots and the ring off of him, you grab at the talon, just kind of like grab at the hand and like grab the wrist and turn to see. And it seems like the bonding to the glove itself is starting to give way, as if like the magic that's holding it to it is starting to fade. And you go, huh? And you grab at the gloved portion of it, and pull it forward. The hand of Arisue kind of slides out of it limply. And then you get a very, very strong compulsion to put it on.
Wouldn't even take a strong one. Puts
Nope.
it on.
You put it on.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Ark. The moment that you put this on, you find yourself very briefly in an out-of-body experience.
I'm only 5 health, so I'll be easy to take down.
Where you are standing instantly shifts, and you find yourself on a mountaintop. The wind is whipping all around you. You are standing at the very height, the highest of a peak. This is not flattened ground made to be standable. This is the very top of a mountain as you are kind of 1 foot higher than the others standing on top of this. The wind threatening to blow you off. Your clothes are just whipping behind you and you are barely holding on. And as you are kind of holding your hands up to keep your eyes from getting blasted with whatever debris and, rock and stone is kind of swirling and spinning around you, you see on your right hand, massive set of taloned hand, like the taloned claws. And as you peer through that array, your normal hand and this clawed hand, you see ahead of you an immense face. It is that of a demonic red dragon, a long, angry snout, pulled up in a snarl, teeth the size of buildings. This thing is truly massive. It fills up your view. A pair of massive, jutted and jagged, twisting horns that go up into the clouds. This thing's body is enormous, this long, coiling mass that just seems to wrap and take up the sky behind it. And it's looking directly at you.
Sounds like a daddy.
Okay, first off, can we address that?
To the rest of you, you see you see the architect slip the glove on, stand stock straight up, and you see his skin begin to quickly crackle and fill with this deep, purple energy. And as he turns his head your direction, because you were over... Sorry, You were over here. As May, you see his head turns your direction. You see his eyes shift purple.
Can I see him from there?
Yeah. You have line of sight.
Also, Zavis should be over here.
Yeah. Zavis, you are over here. Architect.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to move up and attack May.
With my architect stuff?
No. Move up
No,
and
with
make...
his big giant dragon claws.
Yeah, as he turns and sees you, he just starts sprinting towards you. The claws whoosh, open to one side, and you see them crackle with dark energy. Roll a
Not
d20
rolling
for me.
initiative? Not rolling initiative.
I guess I just roll a d20?
Yeah, roll a d20 and tell me what you got.
13.
13. That's gonna do it. As you rush up, talons flying forward and swinging towards May. May, you are going to take... 12 points of slashing damage.
I had healing, bitch.
And 23 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, okay. I'm on a
As you see a figure with talons sprint forward and whoosh, slash at May, dropping her to the ground. His head turns and looks towards you guys. That was his action. Yukio, Zavis, Cirrus, and Lee, you all can do whatever you would like.
Can I go for flavor's sake? Is that cool? Are we all cool with that?
We're cool with that.
Yep.
Of course.
Flavor blasted.
And yeah, I'm just gonna unleash a flurry at Ark to knock him out.
Okay.
One should do
Or
it.
maybe like, okay, so I know a bit about magical healing. Can you restore a hand with that?
With a high enough magic, with a powerful enough magic, yeah.
I'm also an artificer, so I can make a hand.
Okay. Sorry, Ark. I'm gonna aim for chopping off his hand.
All right.
So, 3 attacks. That's a nat 20. Can we just call it there?
Yeah, we're calling it good. As he rushes up, slashes May, you are like, you just got this healing from Zavis, and you see what happens. You see May go down, and just everything goes red for a moment as you see Ark. You still can't see what's going on. You are just standing in the face of this red dragon atop a mountaintop. And there's a sudden explosion of pain that brings you back to yourself. As you see Yukio standing right next to you, full two-handed chop, and from about the elbow down, your arm is laying on the ground.
And the first words you hear are, "You God's damned fool."
Yeah, you drop unconscious.
I didn't even get to talk to a god!
All right,
You ruined everything, Yuki!
both Ark and May are unconscious.
I mean, May
Oh yeah, May
stabilizes.
stabilizes.
Yeah, May stabilizes because of your parry-apt.
Periapt. I didn't want to say the word. That's why.
I just imagine, like, Ark looks at it and goes, oh.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, you just kind of go, oh, and then drop to the ground. Yes, Zavis?
I'm gonna go bring May back up with some 5 lay on hands points.
May back up, all right.
Lay your hands on me.
May, you are
I'll
down
lay
for
my
just a
hands on
moment.
you, baby.
It's kind of like you saw the architect rush at you with these massive talons, and then the next thing you notice, you're laying on the ground with Zavis kind of propping you up and putting, holy magic into your body to heal you as you kind of come to, and you kind of see at your feet, laying in front of you, architect, one arm chopped off, bleeding profusely.
I was about to say, I will start tending to that. I'm just gonna take Ark's cloak
Just
and wrap it
tourniquet.
around his arm and bind it.
Okay.
as hard
Which
as I can.
one? Which
Whatever one is on the outside, I
Yeah.
don't care.
One of the green
Whatever
ones.
I can see, I'm going to reach
Yeah.
for and use it to bind your wound.
All right, one of the green ones you use to quickly tourniquet.
Ray is going to go up to Zavis and just like start tugging on the spear before anything else happens.
All right,
Hey,
Ray,
hi.
you could take the spear and do it.
Can I hold it?
Yeah.
The way
I'll
that
go-
you okay, yeah, I'll just like grab it and whoop.
All right, as you rush up, just grabbing the spear off of Zavis's back and just jam it into the ground, into the arm, basically right into the back of the hand, and you see it disappear in golden light.
There's another one.
Lee, is there anything you would like to do?
That was easy.
The same thing I always do.
Climb a
Twiddle me thumbs.
Well,
Oh,
Climb up something.
making me
I would-
sad.
I would love to loot the place, but it's like Yukio's place, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you do that.
It didn't work out for Ark. It cost him an arm and a
Architect,
leg.
make a death saving throw.
Okay.
there's another set of claws, guys.
No, there's only one, I thought, right?
So
I'll go ahead and bring up Ark with 10 lay on hands points.
okay, that's good because I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, so you failed 2 death saving throws, and the next one would have killed you outright. But as you come back to, you see Zavis just kind of giving you a glower and just kind of his hand is just barely on your shoulder.
Were there 2 sets of claws or just the one? I thought
Just
it was
the
just the one. Okay,
You have
that's
to
what I
be
thought.
so
Okay.
fucking dumb there, buddy.
Ark's going to sit up. Instead of his normal demeanor, he's going to go, the day I'm fucking called stupid by Zavis.
To be fair, you did something stupid.
I'm gonna start reaching around with my nub for my hand.
That's
There's
gone.
It was dissolved.
Claw and hands dissolved into, and hand and arm, what was left of the arm dissolved into light.
I'm going to stand up and point at Zavis with my nub and be like, now you listen here!
And I'm gonna with my 2 hands.
Oh god. Enough, you two. There's business to take care of.
I mean, I think I get a free pass on focusing.
You don't. That's your fault.
Well, could you at least give me a
Visiting
hand?
character. What'd you say?
Could you at least give me a hand then?
I'm
Architect has strangely never been cheerier.
I'll extend a hand down to help you up, begrudgingly.
I'll reach with my nub.
I'll take my hand back and walk away. I will legit turn around and walk over to Kato at that point.
Yes, Ray?
I'll swing my hand around and grab Architect.
As you lift it and then just pick Architect up, depositing him on his feet.
Oh, no. I'm not letting go.
No, just pick him up.
Oh.
No more touchy.
Yes, Ark?
Ark's gonna yell to Ray, Ray, put me down, I have a fabulous idea!
I'm just gonna shake him.
The big stupid maraca that he is. You're like, put me down, I have an excellent idea.
Does that count as damage? I feel like with whiplash alone.
Now, we'll just say you get thoroughly tousled.
Okay. I still need to be put down at some point.
Alright, we'll get to that. Yukio, you walk over to Kato, and as you kind of like take a moment to like wake her up as her eyes open, she kind of does this, and you see her eyes do not have that purple coloration as she... That was... horrible. Thank you.
I can only imagine. And I'll put my hand out to help her up.
She gladly takes it, stands, and... she's taller than you by a fair shake. Very tall human.
Most people are.
Yeah. And she just kind
How
of...
tall is Yukio?
5'8".
Oh, you're so short compared
Yeah,
to
he's a small dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
like 6'7".
Yeah.
As she kind of stands up and then
Shoulders,
kind
no
of...
problem.
She stands up and looks over and sees her sword on the ground and just kind of flexes her arm and it just kind of disappears.
I gotta figure out a way to make a hand.
Which is going to be even harder because that was both your good hand and one of the hands you would use to tinker.
Oh no.
Yikes.
As Kato kind of looks at the lot of you and goes, I cannot begin to express how sorry I am.
That's a
You
good
have no
start.
need to be sorry. This was not
I'm gonna
you.
elbow him.
This was all Arisue, the fool.
As she kind of looks and sees his head almost completely disconnected from his body. Well, a fool's reward then, it seems. He killed all the elders.
So he told me. What now?
Well, I guess. Are there any of us left alive, or did you have to kill all of us?
Oh, I killed no one entering. We made it in almost unnoticed.
There should be enough of us left once everybody shakes themselves free. We should be alright. I will have to choose a successor, as I am older than the both of you, and we need elders. And after this, I don't think I could wield my weapon with any measure of pride.
I'll just silently nod in understanding.
The Daitsuki will go to someone else when we have an appropriate person. But for now, I am acting as an elder, and will take up that position. Please, yes, Architect.
Oh, Ark was, while listening to this, is gonna go, I get you guys are having a moment, but I'm getting motion sick over here.
I just drop him on the ground.
As you you hit the ground and you stumble and you go to catch yourself, but it doesn't work as well as you're used to. But yes, you are able to be dropped and then get up.
I'm gonna start messing around in my bag.
Okay. You clumsily go around in your bag. Kato looks over to Mizutani and says, well, of course, castle's yours at this point, for the time being. Mizutani, and she looks at Mizutani, and Mizutani nods back at her. Go find the others. Anybody that can't break free, put them down. We need everybody together. We will speak with them tomorrow night.
There's no need to put them down. We can free them.
Fine. Capture and break the enchantment. We will have a meeting. But Yukio, how did you know? How did you know to come here?
Well, believe it or not, the cocky bastard called me here himself. He wanted all three of us under his thumb, and, well, couldn't have that.
That's a blessing, then.
Cocky right up to his last breath, too.
His corpse will be appropriately desecrated.
I like the desecration of corpses.
So does Ark, apparently. Speaking, wait.
Every D&D campaign needs a desecration of a corpse.
I mean, yeah. Sounds about par for the course.
What is it you've been doing, Yukio? This last month has been a fog. I barely know what's going on.
Well, those claws that Arisue wielded that allowed him to sway.
Said they were a new shadow demon weapon.
Oh, in some respects, he wasn't wrong. Those were the claws of the great demon Orochi.
Her eyes kind of widen at that, and she goes, I suppose that explains a lot.
My companions and I have been traveling the provinces, destroying the remaining pieces of Orochi.
She kind of looks at at all of you again. You are destroying the pieces of Orochi.
Indeed. 3 so far.
I think you've done 4 at this point.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 4. 4 so far.
That's incredible. You must be on some kind of holy quest.
Seems that way, though. Recently we've been wondering.
Well, nevertheless, I, for one, pay deference to the gods. And if you've been called upon to do such a truly monumental thing, and in light of what you've done here today, a reward is more than warranted. Frankly, if a forfeit of my life would make the appropriate amend, it would have it in a moment, but I don't think you're that impractical.
Indeed, no.
Let me retrieve some things. You might find them useful. And Yukio, would you accompany me?
Of course.
As she looks at a lot of you and says, there will be attendants along shortly to provide food. We have, down in the lower floors, we have a subterranean spring, if you would like to treat your wounds, bathe, etc. Yes, May.
May would like to attempt to use divine intervention again.
Okay.
Eyeing Ark, whether for good or bad, no one knows. I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
She has a sullen, quiet prayer to herself, looking at Ark, side-eyeing, and then just kind of stops after she's not heard
Okay.
anything back from her gods.
As you all are kind of left to stand awkwardly in this relatively quiet main chamber,
I would approach Architect with a question in the moment
we'll
of
do
silence.
this, and then we'll handle Yukio after that.
Architect.
Yo. When I say yo, I'm gonna pop out of my bag with a crudely drawn piece of paper tied to my hand with a hand drawn on it.
Damn it.
Just like the guy with no legs.
Looking better already.
Feeling like a million coins. What's up?
You were corrupted there for a second. I'm sure you noticed.
Yeah, I felt like your average politician. Wait, are there politicians in this world?
Yes,
or
there
did I
are,
miss
and
one?
that's a fairly accurate statement.
Okay, I want to make sure.
That's a fairly accurate statement.
Lee chuckles for sure. In that moment, can you remember any of what did you experience?
Let's see. What did it feel like? Well, I was on top of a mountain. Yeah, that was the thing. There's big ass lizard. Dragon. Yeah, a lot. Big dragon. There was a big red dragon thing looking at me. I wanted to talk to, but
Big red dragon?
yeah, but Yukio was too busy going chippity chop on my digits for me to get to talk to him. So, yeah, no idea what he wants, but it's a big old dragon.
Was it perhaps Orochi himself?
No idea. Never met the guy.
We met his tail.
You do remember it was the same kind of coloration on the scales.
Well, due to my general knowledge of color palettes, I would say probably the same tail, but I'm pretty sure that tail was nowhere near where I was standing. But yeah, big old dude. Huge.
And he looked whole in your vision?
Oh, he was wholly whole. Wait, was it a vision? I just assume everything that happens to me is real life. So was that a vision or was that real?
You did try to kill me in real life, so you know.
That's true.
And you just now are realizing that you don't remember that. You just remember putting the glove coming on and then being aware of the fact that your arm is gone. And it dawns on you that you definitely tried to kill May.
Ah. My bad, May. I promise I will not try to kill you again.
Could you also promise not to try on any other fabulous pieces of this dragon lore?
No.
I didn't think you could.
It looked cool. In my defense, I had no idea that it was that. In my defense, like the last, I don't know, maybe week's worth of information doesn't seem to be present in my memory. So
I always thought scientists were supposed to be right.
nope, trial and error.
I see you skip right past the hypothesis part, and that scares me, but
Yeah, I don't like hippopotamuses, but
whew. Well, if you try to kill me with any other parts, we'll try to make sure you only lose another limb or two.
that's fine. You can go, I got at least 3 more, and I can remake them as long as you don't take them all at once.
All right, Yukio. You're being led up very familiar halls, up the stairwells to... Actually, because things didn't end up going that far. You were led. I had a whole setup for if this place caught on fire, depending on what you guys did.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are led up here to just familiar chambers that you've been through several times. Up, up, up. You make your way up to the 4th floor, and then a hatch is pulled down silently, and you make your way up to the 5th floor that you were not aware was up there.
Cool.
Secret static.
Up into the 5th floor of this castle. As you make your way up to the top, it leads to a very simply appointed and fairly austere chamber. Looks like a study space of some kind. You see a table with some old scroll work that's been laid on it that seems to be rolled up and set aside, inkwell, parchment, etc. You see a few different chests and crates and barrels that have been around here, probably for storage of some kind. And then you see resting on a stand of sorts here, directly across from the stairs. Let me describe it to you. An ancient armor of blackened steel and silks brocaded with gold, silver, and crimson.
Okay.
As you are looking at it, Kato points and says, "This belonged to the greatest of the Mistwalker warriors that we had that had been a part of our ranks 1,000 years ago. He was the one who bound the 3 shadow demons into their weapons forms. This was his armor, and it has been sitting and waiting for an appropriate champion. And I think you've more than proved yourself that today."
I'll just bow in response.
Okay. I would like you to refresh your character sheet and check your equipment.
You betcha. And I don't know if you caught that, but Yukio will say I'm humbled to accept this. Alright. Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. I dig that a lot. I'm gonna put that on right now.
All right. As you put it on, it is a breastplate, and the motifs worked in crimson, silver, and gold all appear to be the outlines of flames as they make their way up your body. There's a very, very nice, very intricately woven shirt of mail that has silk cord woven through all of the ringlets, and all of the ringlets to keep them from shifting and making unnecessary noise. It creates a very unique weave and this very odd, almost scaled silken pattern running down your arms, and the space is exposed beyond the breastplate. It comes with a short cowl / cape type thing to wear around it, loose, comfortable pants, a pair of fairly broad tassets that hang from the waist, that as you shift and move in them, they just seem to stay right where they need to. They don't flop around unnecessarily, and you notice there are faint strings of silk that keep, very finely braided silk that keep them wrapped, around your knees, with enough room to maneuver and squat and do all of your normal stealthy stuff without, but when you hop, they only lift so far they don't flop up and then make a bunch of noise. It comes with a full head mask with the prime forehead plate. There's a small onyx gem set into the center of it, outlined with gold, silver, and crimson flame etching that creates almost like a crest of fire. And then the rest of the head is covered in the very, very fine silken cloth that covers your head and face. Similarly well-appointed gauntlets and armored tabby.
I feel like most of the time I probably won't wear the face mask covering part and just have it like down around, but I love that.
Tits
That's sick.
McGee.
Yes, you are now wearing the Mistwalker Master's Domaru.
And that's 15 base plus 2 for the magical bonus plus my dex, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Indeed.
D&D Beyond is not liking to calculate it correctly, so I just wanted to make sure.
Is it not?
before I
Okay.
look at it myself.
Darn it. Well. Also, I would definitely check your spells, because I believe...
Yes. Is it in there now?
Hopefully, it should.
Oh wait, let me refresh. I don't see it.
Okay, well, we'll sort that out at some point.
Yeah.
Making items on D&D Beyond is a bitch. I'm not good at it.
The spell is on the equipment piece itself. When you go to equipment and click on the armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can click on it and it has one charge and I can cast with it. Okay, cool. Go, Jordan.
Okay. Once you have it attuned.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of that spell, you can go ahead and kill off Lee now. Gets no
What?
surprise rounds, has 2 characters in the party who shed bright light when they want to. Completely cucking his anything he can do.
It's all right. There are plans. I promise you, there are plans.
What are you
That'd
talking
be
about?
bad.
I'm literally an armless tinkerer.
That's your own fault, though.
Look who made an appearance. It's Data. He never comes out.
Aww, Kibby.
My tuxedo baby.
Aw.
He did not look pleased, but
Data
No,
is a
he's
little
a
stockier than I remember.
I saw the little man.
All right.
Data. Hey, baby.
As you see Yukio and Kaito return down the steps, Yukio is wearing a new set of armor, and it is shiny and pretty.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yuki looking good.
Did you actually call me Yuki?
Maybe.
Yes or no? Did you call me Yuki?
No.
Okay.
Heather called you Yuki, not Zappis.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ark's gonna be like,
It's
oh,
pretty
but
nice.
Ark's gonna be like, oh, but he goes and puts stuff on and he gets praised. I put things on and I lose an arm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mine wasn't containing the spirit of a giant demon.
It's a gamble we all have to take.
No, it's not.
Kaito then approaches a few of you. She walks up first to you, Lee, and you see that she produces 3 of those Senbon darts that she has thrown previously, and getting a look at them, they are intricately carved. You receive 3 + 1 darts
Oh, nice.
as she hands them over to you. Obviously, Yukio, you got your tingy there.
Yeah.
You got Architect. You were going to be given the boots, but you found them already. You get 1 set of boots of striding and springing.
I found boots.
Ray. She walks over to you, unwrapping from a kind of like a heavy leather case a book. Finely crafted and well bound, and she hands it over to you. What languages do you read?
That's a good question. All right. That is features and traits.
Do you have comprehend languages?
I do, so I can read all of them. But
Duncan.
where is that on?
It should be just on. Are you on the webpage?
Yeah,
It's
I
just on
thought.
the bottom left. Proficiencies in languages.
Okay. Common, Elvish, and Gnomish.
Okay. This is written in Elvish.
Cool.
You see just in beautiful scroll work on the front. It's like a blue leather book with gold scroll work on it, and it simply says Atlas of Endless Horizons, and that is an item you can add to your inventory. And then May. She approaches you and pulls a small ring off of one of her hands and presents it for you. It is a small ring worked in the, it's a small silver ring worked with a beautifully intricately carved shooting star, with the star portion of it being a very, very dark sapphire.
Pretty. May will blush deeply and just go, I don't really know you. I've heard of this.
She smiles softly and goes, "This is not that arrangement. I'm simply giving this to you."
Oh. It's beautiful. In that case, I do accept it.
She hands it over to you. You now have a ring of shooting stars.
It sounds cool.
She turns to Cirrus and Zavis and says, "I am very sorry, but I do not have anything that could aid either of you."
Ooh.
I know I'm great already. It's okay.
Thank you for freeing us.
I do my best.
Please feel free to rest at the castle as long as you like. This place is yours for as long as you need it. Is there anything else that I can do for you to repay you in any way? Yes, Architect.
Architect's going to turn around now with a new piece of paper tied to his hand, with the hand pointing upward, and go, "Can I look up there?"
No.
Pointing. He's going to take the paper hand and point at Yukio and go, "You're not the elder. They're the elder."
She goes, "Yes, but he's the Mistwalker Master."
More like shit talker, man.
I'll just shoot a nasty glare at you.
He's gonna cut my hand off and then deprive me of some light reading. That's rude.
That is great armor, by the way, Yukio. It suits you.
Thank you.
Makes you
Kind
look
of stand
fat.
somewhat nobly for a moment.
I'm proud
It
for
looks pretty good, yeah. That's some quality armor you got.
Yeah,
Yes.
nice and hefty. Kind of chunky.
It's not actually.
I mean, it looks
like
that
it might
way.
be, but it moves quite well.
Yeah.
If you're jealous, Ark, you do look much slimmer without the other arm.
Shit.
It's crazy. I look like I lost it. I look like I lost 10 pounds, and Yukio looks like he gained it.
Yukio could afford to put on some more weight, though, to be fair.
Ark is choosing violence at this point.
All right.
Ark is going to cause problems on purpose.
I mean, what are you gonna do? Cut his fucking arm off?
All right.
He has another arm.
What are you gonna
The
do?
balls are next.
He doesn't have those. They're already gone.
Please rest. And you see several attendants, simply clothed people, just in dark garb, all making their way in to bring food and refreshment of other such things. Please enjoy yourselves for the time being. I would love if you would regale us with the goings-ons that you've had happen lately.
May will elbow Cirrus.
Cirrus begins weaving a tale, as is her way, apparently.
Right before that, when the servers are coming in,
Mhm.
Leah is just gonna dart by one, grab an apple from whatever platter they have or whatever,
Yep.
and go outside and climb up on the roof
Okay.
and just eat an apple.
Easily, you make your way up on top of the roof and just kind of start munching on the apple, mask on top of one thigh and the crook of your waist, as you're looking, as you're seeing the sun slowly beginning to rise.
As everyone is still talking, I do kind of want to come out and hang out with Lee for a minute. I don't want to be sneaky, but
yeah, you eventually make your way outside as everybody's kind of relaxing, and you clamber up onto the rooftop and come close by as Lee puts them. You basically just see the back of Lee, and then you see his head perk up, and you see one hand come to his face, and then he turns and looks at you, and his mask is present. You see just an apple core in one hand.
Oh, good, you finished. I didn't want to interrupt you.
What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to come enjoy the quiet. Thank you for helping out.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful up here. Ark saw something interesting while he was corrupted.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I'll describe to the best of my ability what Ark described to you.
A massive red dragon and standing atop the mountain. A simple
So he
ruse.
probably saw Orochi then.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not really aware of any other mountainous serpents, so. Or dragons, whatever. Whatever word is correct in the universe. My brain doesn't work.
Yeah, serpent is fine.
Cool.
I wonder about the particular implications. It's as if the magic was present, but Orochi is in pieces, but he saw the whole thing. Is it just a representation of the spirit? I'm not sure.
Could be. It could be that enough of Orochi yet lives that his consciousness has persisted all this time. Which isn't concerning in the slightest.
Well, another one down.
Indeed. Hopefully for the better.
Hopefully.
As you all are enjoying the quiet, enjoying the meal, and you see the sun rising, Ark, you've been digging through your bag, trying to think of different things to put together, knowing that you're not as good with this offhand, but you'll figure it out. And as day finally does break, you begin to come up with a few ideas. You've done a few preliminary sketches, rudimentary, considering obviously you're using your offhand. You hear sound coming basically from right behind you. It's like a hum. At first you just think it's some sort of rhythmic hum, some sort of weird atmospheric pressure. You've been around a number of items, maybe it's something in your bag that's causing this to happen. And then the hum turns into a small, low chuckle. And you just hear a very, very dark voice go, "You are mine now."
Oh, Daddy.
And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Yep, of course it is.
All right.
I miss Frizzle all over again.
Yep. She got the hand and eye of Vecna, guys.
Buddy, what did you fucking do? You did some dumbass shit.
Have I ranted about this yet? I give a player the hand and eye of Vecna, and the other player the sword of Cause, and the player I gave the sword of the Cause gives the sword to the character with the hand and eye of Vecna.
The guy with the sword of Cause had an 8 intelligence and did not understand what a hand and eye of Vecna was. I played that shit straight.
He also had the hots for Miss Frizzle, so what do you want him to do?
Full disclosure, I'm well aware that Miss Frizzle is canonically a lesbian and was voiced by a lesbian woman. My only justification is this was the only opportunity I would ever get to attempt to romance Miss Frizzle in any context, way, shape, or form. So I had to shoot my shot. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but I had to try.
What self-respecting goth man wouldn't try?
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys. We will see you again probably next week, barring extenuating circumstances, and then we are off for 3 weeks, at which point we will return with an every other week streaming schedule.
My house.
Thank you guys so very much for watching. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.